Hey guys, welcome out to the shop today. Not too much going on out here. Decided that I wanted to get out here and work on the Flathead a little bit, and I wanted to kind of give you guys like an update on what's been happening with it. Got the gasket set in for it, and I've been doing a lot of work kind of like behind the scenes. We cleaned up all the pistons and everything, all the valves, and had to order another valve and valve seats and stuff like that. And it's coming together pretty quick now. I got the the water pumps sitting in the parts washer right now because they need to soak a little bit, and trying to get all that debris off of there. So I'll soak them for a little bit and then try to blow most of the debris off and make it a lot simpler that way. So this is where we are currently at with it. Got the heads on, the intake is on. These are not torqued down yet. Just got them sitting on here, pretty much just hand tightened. Same with the timing cover. I have gotten this all in time. So right now this is at top dead center with the because there's a well, maybe it's not now, but if I rotate it around, I can get it to top dead center because the pulley has a little mark on it. There's the mark. I went ahead and pulled the flathead out so we could actually see it. Put a little Sharpie on the little divot, or what do you want to call it, the dot, and whenever it lines up with this point right here, it's top dead center in the first piston, which is on this side. And you know, we got it all cleaned up. I'm thinking about redoing or getting some different bolts for these, maybe some ones that are chrome, and seeing what I like about those, and also doing chrome up here and on here, something like that. Maybe stainless steel, I guess, not chrome. But the carburetor and the fuel pump still need to completely get rebuilt and stuff like that, which is not a big deal. But went out and picked up some spark plugs today. These are Autolite 216s, and I have a spark plug kit that I also got a while ago. So I want to go ahead and get this kind of all put on and just see where we're at with that. That way I can make the wire looms and different things. So that's what we decided to pick up. This is what was recommended in using. So we got all the different plugs, and we're gonna go through this. I've never made a spark plug cable before, but it shouldn't be hard at all. It looks like you just kind of wrap it around, crimp it, and this goes on the plug side. So let me get all these straightened out, and then we'll come back and make some. Went ahead and got the coil and put the coil on here. It's not bolted on really, just kind of like in its place. This needs to get taken off and sandblasted and painted black as well, but it'll go right there when we're done. And I've also laid out all of my plug wires so that the lengths all match up. So this is the shortest one right here, and then obviously the one on the left is the longest, which will go to the furthest cylinder. And yeah, so we're just got to figure out how all this goes together. And we're gonna start by putting in all the different plugs to begin with. That way we can start getting our length. And I think we just cut the wire. So this is the first time I'm doing this. So don't laugh if I do something wrong, and we'll get it fixed though if I do. So obviously we got 8 different plugs. Like I said, these are the Autolite 216s. I'm not putting any kind of anti-seize or anything on them right now because I'm just trying to get them in place and figure out plug length and stuff like that. And this will also help cover up any kind of holes in the actual heads from dust and stuff like that getting in there. I did have a bunch of like paper towels and stuff shoved in there, and it looked horrible for trying to take pictures. And all the plugs are in. I did end up putting them all the way in, put a little bit of anti-seize on them, and got them all the way in. And I really like it. It looks really cool with the spark plugs hanging out of it now. But the next thing that we need to be doing is getting these plugs on. And like I said, I've never done plug wires like this. Usually when I've replaced plugs or plug wires, it's the ones that are already all put together. You just throw them on there. A bunch of different little ends. You got some that are a little bit bigger, smaller. These ones are straight, and then you have different ends. I think these are just brass ends, and then this one's like a steel end. Figure out what all these are for before I really start putting anything together and really mess something up. So one of the things that I need to get is the length of all these plug wires, and can't really do that unless they're actually on there and I can loop them around and stuff. So one of the things that I want to do just to begin with is kind of get like my design going of how I want all these put together. And I'm just going to use zip ties to hold them together for right now. Later I can buy some kind of wire loom or something like that. But we're going to do some zip ties for right now, just to kind of see where we're at. Get my length correct for all of my plug wires. And I'm just kind of putting them together. I'm only keeping 2 wires together at one time. That way they don't kind of ball up. So you guys can see that I've got almost all the wires popped into the distributor, and that's because we are almost finished with this. I went ahead and did most of them so I could actually try to figure out what I was doing, and it's taken 7 different spark plug wires to figure that out. So what we got is I got the number 2 cylinder left to wire in, and as you can see I have this plug wire right here. And what I've been doing is just I've left all of them plugged in, and I'm just trying to reroute all these to the best to make it look somewhat clean on the distributor. And for a couple of these I've had to go underneath like the ignition coil, stuff like that, just so that it looks better and it's not like bulging out all over the place. So we got this one right here, and what we need to do is just cut it to length. I've been leaving them a little bit long in case something happens and I do need to end up cutting them off, but I want to cut it right here, and we'll cut it about 3/4 of an inch longer than what I need it. And then what it has is this what do you call it, like the insulation around here. So I said leave it about 3/4, so I'll cut down into that insulation, pop it off, and I have a little black wire right here. On the first 2, I had to watch a video to figure out how to hook these all together because I didn't want to do it incorrectly. And in the first 2 I ended up doing it incorrectly. Imagine that. If you pull this black wire off, this black, you guys can kind of see it there, it has like fiberglass insulation in there as well. And if you pull that off, there's actually a little piece of wire that's in there, and you can actually tear it out. But if you leave this on there and fold it over into your piece, you still have the continuity you want. So I have my leads right here, and I've been just checking to make sure that I get a reading, and I do right there. And then when I let go, it's open, and I have a reading right there. So that's good. That means that I think what this one is, I don't know what the set that the Haggerty guys used, but they tore it off and then they checked the continuity with it. But the next thing I've been doing is I fold this over so it doesn't stab into the boot. But then I put the boot on and slide it out of the way. And then we have this connector, which I found is what will plug into the actual distributor. I guess you can use the other ones as well, but they don't look like they're set up the same. So you got these two different connectors as well. This one right here is for the spark plug. This one is for the distributor as well, I believe, but I think that it goes in the plug that goes straight up and down, where I'm using all these 90-degree angle ones. So I'm using this fatter one right here. And what I simply do now is go ahead and fold that black wire over. This goes on and gets crimped. And then once it's somewhat done, then you want to use the U-shape into the little thing to actually like get a good crimp on it. And we'll do that real quick. Alright, so that's all crimped up. And now we'll slide the boot back over it. And then before I install it and put everything back together, I go ahead and pull out the meter again. And where's my plug wire? I put it in there. And then I go ahead and also check this end. Alright, so I got a good reading on this side too. Now I can go ahead and connect it all together. Put the plug wire on. And then this side goes on. And I'm probably going to get a different distributor, but this one is just kind of like my mock-up one, I guess. So I got to double check my number 1 and number 5 cylinders as well, because I don't think I'm getting a good reading on those. But because I did those and I stripped off that black wire. So let me get those fixed and then I'll bring it right back. So I ended up finding the video on how to make the wire loom with the zip ties. So I went ahead and did that, and they're all the way around. Looks very nice, a lot cleaner on both sides. And the spark plug wires and the plugs are officially done. And we just got to test them out, but we got more work to do on it before we can even do that. But it's looking good, looking a lot better than that rusty hunk it used to be. Need to clean up the water pumps and get those put on, and it'll be one more step closer to seeing this thing run. But yeah, that's where we're at. So thanks guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Hope you guys learned something, even a little bit. This is the first time I did the spark plug wires on my own, so this was a good experience and one to learn from. Got the last like 3 done very quick, in less like 5 minutes, and the first one took like 20-25 minutes to figure it out and figure out why I wasn't getting any of the continuity through the spark plugs. But I did learn that as you're putting them on, to go ahead and check each one as you put them on. That way you don't slap them all together and then try to fire it over and you have misfires and you can't figure out why. So always check your plug wires as you're putting them on. Make sure that they are good. If you guys want to see more videos on the Flathead, let me know. Leave the comments down below and I'll try to film more of it. I didn't know how interesting or how interested you guys were in with the Flathead rebuild. So I haven't been filming too much on it, but I appreciate you guys watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up button. Always give it the likes because that helps. If you guys are new, hit that subscribe button. That helps as well. You guys building up the subscribers here lately. I appreciate it. We'll see you guys on the next video.